Trump won, liberals are in tears, and I fucking love what's going on. I love the tears that I'm seeing on the streets. And guys, something crazy is going on in the charts. What's going on, guys? Cryptomindd here. Guys, Trump just won the elections. In case you didn't see it yet, but I'm sure you motherfuckers did because I did. So I'm sure you guys did as well. But it's official. Trump won the fucking elections. Trump will be president for 4 more years, which is amazing. I love the liberal tears that I've been seeing on my stories on Instagram, that I've been seeing on my Twitter. I just personally find so much joy in liberal tears right now. Because it's funny, like, not to be rude, but a lot of people say that their lives now will be destroyed and this and that America will be destroyed. But guys, if we look back when Trump was president, prices were at the lowest, unemployment rate was at the lowest rate, the economy was doing fairly well. Trump was doing very fucking good the last time. But people look through that. People rather believe media, which, as you guys know, media is fake in so many ways, but let's just not discuss that right now. But it's funny to see that liberals right now are in absolute pain. What's this?
That there are really, really long lines today, and I just wanted to make this video really quick to say please stay in the line.
Tristan Tate.
Long lines are...
What was this video? I don't really care.
Here
Probably.
that there are really, really long lines today, and
Wait,
I
let me
just
see.
wanted to make this video really quick to say please stay in the line. Long lines are really frustrating.
Doesn't matter. Fucking doesn't matter. Who the fuck listens to Selena Gomez? But this is funny to see. So many people are in tears, guys. My stories on Instagram, Twitter itself, been filled with funny ass shit. And the funniest thing is, you can clearly see the difference between the people who, how can I say, vote for Trump and the people who vote for Kamala. You can clearly see the difference in education, in behavior, in so many ways. It's actually crazy. Definitely online. It's actually just insane. But probably, as I'm seeing bullshit online, but funny bullshit at this point, I'm sure you've been seeing some bullshit as well about liberals crying their eyes out. Anyways, guys, doesn't matter. This is fucking bullish for the markets. This is good. Because Trump wants to use Bitcoin to try to pay off the US debt. Oof, 35 trillion gone, he said. But, I mean, it's easier said than done. 1 million Bitcoin will not fix that problem at all. However, over time it could. Will it do that? Not so sure. In my personal opinion, the US is losing their world power. Trump will try to save that for sure. But again, 4 years is not enough, guys, to save that. The rabbit hole that the US dug for itself is too big to be saved, in my opinion. And sooner or later, Trump or not, it will fall. That empire will fall. The US empire will be done. And in my opinion, BRICS will take over. So that's something to be aware of towards later. Now, anyway, what does this all mean for the charts? First of all, we made a new all-time high on Bitcoin. Our new all-time high is $75,378, which is insane. Now, what does matter the most here is, first of all, on lower time frame, we have to turn this zone into support. So starting on the 1 hourly, 4 hourly, has to turn into support. But more importantly, guys, is that we break this zone on the daily time frame as well, that we hold support here, and then we can start to climb higher towards the $80,000, $90,000, $100,000 region. Now, what is my game plan for Bitcoin? How do I see the charts in the next coming months to be? I do not really expect us to make a double top like we did here. I do not really expect that. Why? Too much capital flowing in, too many AUMs involved. I think this might just be like here, one straight line up with a correction or two along the way. Now, what I personally think that will happen is once we manage to flip, let me go back to the weekly time frame. Once we manage to flip this into support, and we hold support here, we climb higher towards the 90k regions. Maybe let's even say the 105k regions to maximize it in my target. We'll reach around the 105k regions and we'll see a little crash. A little crash like what we had here, what we had here. Or when we go back, look in the past quickly, like we had here, here, here. These are all little flash crashes. Now, I think we'll see a little flash crash, maybe back towards the $80,000 something region. Hypothetically, I'll target here. And then we'll climb higher for the last major run. With my main target, let's say $130,000-ish for Bitcoin. Now, is this a short? No. Could we reach higher? Yeah, 150, 160. 200, guys, all is possible. However, let's keep it realistic. From here on, I expect Bitcoin to maximum go up with maybe another 80%, maybe another 100% at max, like we did here, guys. Eventually, from its all-time high, what did we went up? We went up with only, quote-unquote, only 265%. Bitcoin will not repeat this 265% here in this cycle. If we would repeat that, I would mean Bitcoin at $260,000 more or less. I do not see that happening, but I do see a smaller version of this wave that we had in the last bull market happening. Maybe let's say a minimum of 75%, maximum of 130%, maybe. And then the bear market will start again, and then the whole 4-year cycle thing might completely change. I already spoke about that before as well, but it's not sure yet, but most likely it will. Now that's a little bit of my idea on Bitcoin. It looks very interesting. Let's see what will happen, guys. I'm very excited. What we could have as well, which I'm aware of, is fear and greed index might change again. We might get into extreme greed and prices might still just start to pull back. Again, as long as this zone doesn't flip into support, we ain't going fucking nowhere. That's how simple it is. And as long as the fear and greed index remains in extreme greed or high greed, prices will still dump a little bit. AUMs will allocate more. We will run out of money eventually to buy more, but they won't. And then prices will explode. Now, bull market, 100% is incoming. Now, another thing that you have to be aware of, guys, is what happens after the presidential elections. I already made a video about this as well, motherfuckers. I already made a video about everything way before everybody did. Again, guys, I'm not an influencer. I'm just here to inform you guys right on time and as accurate as possible according to history. That's what I base myself on. My charts are not filled with fucking indicators, with fucking bouldering bands and RSI and MacDick and MacDis and blah, blah, blah. I don't give a fuck about that. I care about being honest, about what I see, and making things as easy as possible. No rocket science here. I'm not smart enough to do rocket science. I'm an easy, simple guy. Just a simple boy from a simple little town. But I do love what I'm doing with crypto. Now, let's talk about what happens after the elections, because a lot of you probably already forgot my post on Instagram. If you didn't see my post on Instagram, you definitely should check it out. If you didn't see my Instagram yet, how dare you? Now, what happens after the elections? Let's look at the past. We had the elections here in 2016. Market went a little bit up, not too much, nothing too special. You know, a little candle, a little bullish candle, but boom, the next months after, market just exploded. I'm here making a fake reversal pattern, trapping people, turning to be bearish, and the market just liquidated them and exploded to the upside. I remember this well, because this was around the period that I got in. Still lost fucking money though, but this was around the period that I got in. Then here, I'm by the way one of those people who got liquidated here. Anyway, then look back at 2020, elections of 2020. Boom, the market explodes. Fucking crazy. Just explodes completely. Why? Biden, yeah, it was Biden that won here. Obviously, the market wanted to protect himself against Biden. Boom, market exploded. Crazy, double top here. Boom, 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 boom. And now, guys, logically seen, and historically seen, based on this being bullish, after the elections, I expect us to, in the next coming months, to be bullish as well. Very, very logically. Why? Based on the historical pattern. Now, then we have the 2nd November here. The 2nd November in the same green box, where the top is nearing. Here we can see November. We could consider it the top because we only went a little bit higher in December. That's about it. Here the same in November. The top was in, aka the bear market was starting. The same could be expected, as I said already 2 years ago, and in another video 3 years ago now, or even already 4 years ago. My target for the bear market is in the winter of 2025. Now, obviously I'm aware that this might change, it might not be true, we might top out earlier or later. However, historically seen, I will be remaining aware of that period. Of course, I will take profits along the way. Another tip that I have for you guys is, as we will, let's say, reach 100K and the first correction might come, or in general, even if we go higher and then the first correction comes, unless it's one parabolic line, then please take profits. But if it's one, say, impulsive wave towards the 100K regions, and we made that correction will be made for you to take profits, to be afraid that the bear market is starting. And guess what? Whales will buy this up, will buy this dump up. While you are dumping, they will buy it up, and prices will eventually make a higher low and continue to the upside. You will be afraid that you are missing out. Your FOMO will happen. And guess what you're gonna do? You're gonna start to buy in again, become exit liquidity for whales, and you're gonna start to enter in the bear market again, and we all go to zero. That's what will happen if you do not take profits along the way, but also do not get shaken out. Because a correction will happen. Every bear market, there's a correction. Look back here in the past. We had a correction here, we had a correction here, we had a correction here, but we always shot back up and people bought it up. In the other bull market, low correction, but we shot up. I mean, this we cannot even call a correction. Here we can. We had a low correction and we still shot up, yeah. Went up, whatever, doesn't matter. We shot up to the upside, and then the top got formed, people got shaken out here. Same here, people got shaken out, including me. Here the same, people got shaking out. Here on these pullbacks on higher time frames, if we look back on the weekly, here people got shaken out, but if you actually took your profits here, that's actually amazing. Good job. Not a joke. This is a good job if you took your profits here. Very logical. Anyway, that's it for Bitcoin, guys. Let's quickly go to Ethereum. I want to update you guys on Ethereum as well. Or actually, I could do a little bit of a bigger market update. Let's do some market development as well. Let's see what's really going on in the charts. So Ethereum, guys, they are coming. Ethereum ETFs are coming. Be aware of it. I've made a video about this. I actually recorded that video yesterday. That will be out in 2 days from now. Now I'm making this video, and this video will be released immediately. So don't get confused, but Ethereum ETFs are coming. In a day or two, you will know what I'm talking about. I made an amazing video about a lot of bullish stuff, guys. A lot of bullish stuff for altcoins, including a few of my calls that are actually mentioned, and Ethereum as well. So make sure to stay tuned for that video, because it will be a good one. You'll like it. I mean, my content is not great. Again, I do not really edit or rehearse or whatever, as you can clearly hear. But it's a good video, guys. I do think so. It's a good video. It's a little bit edited. You'll see. It's amazing. Anyway, how does Ethereum look like? The same. Didn't really change that much. However, the first bullish indication for Ethereum will be here. A break above this zone. Perhaps we reject here, retest, turn it into support. Another major zone is right above. It's this one right here. This will be the most crucial one to break above for Ethereum. As soon as we can break above the zone, turn that into support, we will climb higher. There's no problem in that at all. We will definitely climb a lot higher like we did here. And then we are facing all-time high roughly. This will be a fun ride. Once we break all-time high, guys, prepare for the moon. Ethereum is going to 5,000, 7,500, and perhaps even towards the 10,000 to 12,500 dollar region, which would be what from here, let's say at a maximum $12,500, should be a good 300%, 350%, which is pretty nice. I'll take that. So that's a little bit of my perspective on Ethereum. The only thing that could make me bearish, which could happen, I did not close that out, which could happen is that we break below the support zone here, $2,230 to $2,250-ish region. If we break below this zone, yeah, guys, we could fall lower. Let's see. Doubt it for now, but let's see. Do we have like a little extending? Yep. It's actually interesting as well. So what happened here, or what's happening here, is that we are forming this ascending triangle, and I call this a little bit of manipulation. This is basically made for people to be in fear, showing a fake breakout, then boom, re-entering. Now, of course, we still have 8 hours to go, or 9 hours to go for our daily closure. But if this closes within, it could make the pattern valid once again, and we could break to the upside. Ethereum could be ready to make an explosion to the upside as it nears the apex of the pattern, and just boom, skyrockets to the upside. Let's see. Of course, Bitcoin and Ethereum are not the only things that we have to worry about, guys. There's so much more going on. Again, there's a lot of bullish news. While I'm talking, I'll scroll a little bit on Twitter. But, I think I'm a boy. Well, you're not. Like, how can I say? There's a lot more that we have to pay attention to, guys. It's not only Bitcoin, it's the dollar that has to turn bearish. It's the stock market that has to, quote unquote, remain bullish. It's gold that has to remain bullish. It's certain charting indicators that have to remain bullish or turn bearish. So there's a lot of things that are going on. Now, let's quickly just discuss them, guys. Let's discuss them. So first of all, let's start with Bitcoin dominance, the most important one for the altcoins, right? So Bitcoin dominance is the one that we are waiting for in order to see the market explode. Historically seen, a good start of the bear market is roughly here, around this zone. Do I think we will get there? Not really. Do I think we could hit the 63% still? Yes. We need this chart, Bitcoin dominance, to turn bearish in order for altcoins to explode to the upside. I personally thought this was one of my only mistakes that I made so far, or wrongly anticipated to say, is I expected that we would reject here, like actually a lot of people did, that we would slowly start to see the alt season incoming. However, that's not the case. Makes sense because what most people see often does not really come out. And yeah, we just broke to the upside. Then it made me retarget this because there's some liquidity here. And I expect us, not expect, but there's a possibility that we do reject between here and around this zone, and that we start to fall lower as we are entering in 2025. Now, this could take still a while. This could be around the end of November, December, January, or February, or March even. Could still take a little bit. I cannot time the market. Nobody can, by the way. But overall, it looks good. And once this goes down, guys, it's party time. And here's a good thing about it. The higher it goes, the harder the alt season will be. So even though alts are still slightly bearish, slightly consolidative, the higher this goes, let's say this goes even here, alt season will be crazy. Definitely if alts could overall hold their support where they are right now and turn consolidative after all, if we would reject here, that alt season would be crazy. However, I do not expect us to reach here, rather in between here. And the higher we go, the harder the fall will be. That is guaranteed. And my first target would be here, second would be here, third would be a little bit lower. But let's see about that. I'll be very aware in terms of time periods where we are. As I said before, I'm targeting the winter of 2025. But also I'll pay attention to Bitcoin dominance, how it's going. If we break through every support, fair enough, I'll just let it go, but we'll take profits accordingly. If I see that the time frame is nearing, I will take my full profits no matter where we are. It's as simple as that. It's just my plan. That's just my personal plan. And here's the thing. I'm warning you guys with how I'm playing, not in full detail, but most of it, the most important things you are knowing. Make sure to not forget, because this will most likely save you from losing a lot of money at the end of the bull run. Because, funny or not, but most people in the bull market still lose fucking money for some fucking miraculous reason, but they still lose money. So make sure that's not you. Make sure to plan ahead and to understand what's happening in the cycles. Now, Bitcoin dominance, again, we need this to be bearish. As for now, it's bullish as hell. Expecting hopefully to find resistance here and slowly find a decline like what happened here, for example. A little bit of consolidation and then boom, go time. Let's see. What we have more is total, guys. We have to see total, the total market cap. And this chart, again, you can find this back on my Instagram. I made this for the first time, I think, around here in the depression phase. So far, we are still in that hope phase. Likely soon about to enter optimism, but optimism only happens once we break that all-time high. And then the FOMO period comes where people have euphoria, thrill, and belief. More people start to buy. And eventually, guess what? Price plummets to the downside. By the way, do I say we will reach $10 trillion market cap? No. This is just an example of how we are in the psychological phases of the market. Now, overall, we have the same cup and handle pattern here on total like we have on Bitcoin, that we have on gold. If you watch my former videos, if you didn't, you're actually missing out on a lot. But if you watch my former videos, you will see what I'm talking about. Gold formed the cup and handle pattern. S&P formed the cup and handle pattern. A lot of charts formed the cup and handle pattern. Broke out bullish. And guess what? Bitcoin is next. And total is forming one as well. And as we can see, we are breaking out, making retests. We're just waiting to break above this zone, break above all-time high, and we are ready to go to the moon. Looks all quite bullish in my opinion. Total 2. Can actually argue the same. We can actually freaking argue the same, guys. Nice handle pattern here. By the way, guys, this pattern, I like to use it for investments. I do not like to use it for trading. Even though a lot of people might do it for trading, I have no fucking idea. But in investing, this is one of the most powerful patterns that you could find. Remind as well, one of the most powerful patterns that you could find in investing, with a high chance of going to the upside. Read some books, educate yourself about it, because this is true. However, excuse me, let's continue. What we do first need for total 2 to go to the upside, and for people who do not know what total 2 is a crypto total market cap excluding Bitcoin. So basically Ethereum and all the rest, not Bitcoin in between there, which is now sitting at $950 billion market cap. First, what do we need is a break above this zone. We have to hold support above this zone here at 950 billion basically. Then we'll climb higher. As soon as we break this zone, it's go time. We'll go to all-time high, we'll break all-time high, and altcoins will start to massively fly, make new all-time highs, and go parabolic. Let's move on. Total 3. Oh, guess what? Total 3 is doing the same. Coincidence? Nah. It's loading up for something. It's really loading up for something, guys, and I'm a fan of it. I like what I'm seeing. Again, I could be wrong. We could still go to zero, like some people say, or this is already the bear market. I could be completely wrong, and if I'm wrong, I'll happily admit that I was wrong and that those people were completely right. However, so far, I've been correct since the bottom. I've been correct since the last bull market top. I've been on a fairly good accurate streak, to say so. And again, you can find all my things back on my Instagram, on my videos. I'm not bullshitting. I think 90% of my videos are quite accurate on what's happening in the market, or what happened to the market, or what will happen to the market. Now, here, same similar cup and handle pattern. Let's see what will happen. First of all, we need this zone to break. As soon as we break this zone, we can actually consider then all season is about to really start. We head towards all-time high. Likely we'll break it pretty easily, and we'll go into bullish price discovery. Now, one chart that a lot of people do not know about, that I already discussed with a lot of people, and definitely with my private community, because I use this chart already for multiple years, which is one of the reasons why my charts are so accurate, is USDT dominance. Now, before we get into USDT dominance, let's first go to dollar. Guys, as long as dollar is not going bearish, we will not have a full bull run. Don't forget. Do not forget that. It's very simple. It's very simple explained. We had this trend line break here in the past. Boom, the bull run started. The bottom of the dollar here, and this was the top of Bitcoin then back then. Then here the same. And now we are waiting for the same to happen. But guess what? We had this immediate break here. We had this immediate break here. Immediately collapsed, immediately collapsed. We had this break here, started to collapse, and eventually, boom, found support. Here, liquidity zone. Found support, shot back to the upside. As long as this shit here, this shitty dollar, is not going here, we are not having a bull market. It will take a while. Bitcoin will keep on consolidating while this might still run a little bit higher. So that's definitely something to be aware of. I'm trying to close my eyes and perhaps see a trend line like this, but yeah, I'm just not seeing it just yet. So let's see, guys. We need the dollar to collapse. We need the dollar to turn this zone here into resistance. Once that happens, the dollar will collapse and Bitcoin will go to the moon. Now, hear me out. The chart that I'm about to discuss is USDT dominance. A lot of people are not aware about this chart, and surprisingly, or not surprisingly, but not many people will see this video. Probably not many people will watch it till the fucking end. Because why? They are not interested in the truth. They are not interested in what's going to happen to their portfolio. But you, if you are still watching, perhaps are. You really want to know what's going on. So I genuinely hope for the people that they watch till the end, because many people do not know about this chart at all. So USDT dominance is very easy explained, guys. Let me write it down so you never forget, which 100% you will, I'm very sure. One thing about me is if I learn something in crypto, I do not forget it. It's like forever in my mind. I'm like, oh fuck, this gives me openings to making more money. For you, it's like, probably not true. I'll use my indicator. RSI is oversold. Let's short. Stupid. Literally stupid. Anyway, USDT up equals BTC down. USDT down equals BTC up. This right here is no rocket science. Write this shit down. Do not forget it. It's literally, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 words. This is 8 words, guys. USDT up, BTC down. USDT down, BTC up. That's it. 8 words. 8 words that you have to remember till you leave the markets, till you are done with crypto. Because this chart will indicate so fucking much. This chart will indicate the bottom of Bitcoin, which happens. They will indicate the top of Bitcoin, which happens. Every time this goes down, Bitcoin goes up. Every time this goes up, Bitcoin goes down. It's literally that fucking simple. Now, how does it look like in terms of technical analysis, it looks quite alright. Now what do we need is first of all to reject this level. We need to keep on rejecting this level. That's the first one. Now if you look on higher time frames, what we actually need, as this is a zone filled with liquidity, we could actually place it this large, but I do not like it. It seems kind of fucking gay almost. No offense. But yeah, it just looks kind of stupid in my opinion. But let's just place it here. Around 5% route number. There we go. So where we are right now is basically our main support to break below. If we could lose support here, it's go time for Bitcoin. Bitcoin will go up, USDT will go, or USDT dominance at least, will go down. USDT dominance will reach here, first support level that I'm anticipating on. If we break below here or smash through it, we'll fall towards this zone right here. When this all happens, I expect the following targets for Bitcoin. And again, my videos might be a little bit boring for people, I don't know. But this is what's going to happen basically. This is real. So as we are at 73,000, 75,000 here with breaking a little bit below, I anticipate once we get around these levels here, Bitcoin is around 90 to 105,000 like I said. We might find some support here. We might correct a little bit to the upside, retests, maybe retest a little bit higher, fall back towards the $80,000, $75,000 region. And then we will reject, people will panic, start to sell, people or whales will buy it up, and we'll fall lower. We'll fall towards the support zone, which in then my opinion should equal Bitcoin around 125-ish thousand dollars. And if we would fall below here, we'll go towards the $140,000-$150,000 zone before the top of the bull market will be in. Do I expect us to fall a lot lower than that? It could be. My targets could be here completely wrong as well. We could fall a lot lower. We could fall here. We could fall here. It is all possible, guys. However, we have to be aware that when bear markets happen, for USDT at least, we have a 60% decline here, which is a bull market for Bitcoin. We had Bitcoin going up here as well, 50%, a little pattern already. And then we had price going down here, and guess what? Another 50%. So, based on a historical pattern, let's take an average from here, the top, to 55%, which is around here, which aligns very perfectly with my target that I have of Bitcoin hitting around $150K. So this is something that you have to be aware of, guys. There are patterns in the market that you have to be aware of. If this is all around a 50% to 55% drop for USDT dominance dropping 50 to 55%, then very likely, motherfuckers, it will drop again another 55%, 58, 50%. It will likely do the same. And once we get towards these levels here, guys, start taking profits. It's that simple. Start scaling out. Be smart. Get your money out. Secure yourself for the long term. Sit on some cash. You will be so high on fucking dopamine. Leave the markets. Enjoy your life a little bit. Spend a little bit of money, but keep 90% aside. But spend a little bit of your profits. Enjoy life. But do not return to the markets around these levels. Even if we would fall lower towards here. Do not fucking return, motherfucker. Stay out. It's done. Bear market was about to start. You will lose money again if you enter. Do not be fucking ignorant. Because that's your fucking problem. You're fucking ignorant. It deserves a slap against your face sometimes. Because this, for real guys, some people really deserve a slap to their face. Because the market changes their lives. Their greed kicks in. Let's say they make 500K. Their greed kicks in and like, oh fuck, 500K, I'm maybe almost a millionaire. Let me go in again. That's when the market is gonna go against you. Anyways, guys, this video has been long enough, 35 minutes. I'm done talking. I hope this video was informative. I hope it helps you a lot. Don't forget this chart. Do not forget to look time to time on my Instagram. Because again, guys, it helps you. This is my plan. This is a plan that I'm going to play. This is my game plan. So follow it. Alright guys, see you in the next video.